Now at 10, authorities charge a former Southwest Missouri police chief with cattle theft. Plus, chilly temperatures didn't stop area runners from hitting the annual turkey trot in Joplin and Pittsburgh. And
for 16 years, the Church of Christ has been serving a Thanksgiving meal to the community. I'm Todd Parks and have the story of what this means to them coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A former Goodman police chief and McDonald County Sheriff's deputy is charged with stealing bulls. This is KOAM News. I'm Tanya Bach. Prosecutors filed 2 felony charges against Samuel Townsend. According to court documents, on October 13th, he allegedly stole 2 registered Black Angus bulls and took them to the Joplin stockyard, sold them for more than $5 grand. Authorities say after learning about the investigation, he contacted the Joplin stockyards asking them to stop payment and change the name on the payment check. He's scheduled to make an initial appearance in court on January 7th. Well, as the leaves fall and the air chills, it's time to prepare for winter weather. KDOT says they're ready to treat roadways and encourage drivers to be ready for safe travel. Transportation officials remind drivers to keep full gas tanks, extra blankets, gloves, water, and snacks in vehicles. And officials stress the importance of wearing seatbelts, avoiding distracted driving, and giving snowplows room to work. The meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney joins us now with a first look at weather.
Well, we do have a little bit of time before we start to see some serious winter conditions. Until then, if you're planning on doing any Black Friday shopping, temperatures are going to be in the upper 20s by the time stores open. About 5-6 a.m. we're going to be 29, 30 degrees. By noon, warm up really quickly in the upper 40s, and then we're going to be in the low 50s. The overcast skies through most of the day. We're even going to start to see some rain shower chances. Now, currently it feels much colder than it should, and as we continue through the next 24 hours, our wind chill is going to be a bit lower as we head through Friday. Until then, temperatures dropping down to the upper 20s. We do have calm winds, but they pick up by Friday afternoon as that front moves in. Now, so far, clear skies, but clouds are on the way just ahead of rain chances. Those are going to start just about midnight tomorrow night and last most of the day on Saturday, but I'll have a full look at the forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. It was smooth trotting this morning in Joplin for the 14th annual Turkey Trot 5K. Between 1,300 and 1,500 runners and walkers gathered downtown for what's become Joplin's favorite family Thanksgiving tradition. The certified course started and finished at the Schroeder Family Explorium, with participants enjoying chip timing, finisher medals, and post-race donuts and coffee. The Pittsburgh Turkey Trot kicked off its 4th year today. Runners gathered in downtown Pittsburgh for the annual 5K fundraising race, and this year benefiting the Children's Advocacy Center. Participants received long-sleeve shirts, finisher medals, and post-race refreshments, while organizers presented awards to winners in multiple age categories.
A little cold today. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty chilly this morning, but it feels really cool. I was really excited about the announcement that they made their goal for the Children's Advocacy Center, so that's really cool to know that you're like helping out a good cause.
My brothers have always run cross country, and I guess that just might as well try it out.
Sure.
The race raised more than $28,000 and more than 1,000 people participated. It's a story that all started with a free smoker, and now 16 years later, the gift of giving back continues in Miami, Oklahoma. KOAM's Ty Parks is at the Church of Christ to check out their Thanksgiving tradition.
There was a need in the community 16 years ago. This is the 16th annual one of these, and my stepdad had given me a big smoker, and I decided to put it to work and started smoking 8 turkeys a year 16 years ago.
Prep work starts weeks ahead of Thanksgiving to create the perfect community Thanksgiving dinner. The potatoes are mashed and the turkey is smoked.
Well, we should be servants as people. We certainly should be servants as churches. And since it's done here in this church, if we can get them fed, maybe we can get them fed other ways.
Call to serve is seen throughout the church, an effort David passes down through the generations, including to his daughter.
The joy on their face is like no other. This means something way bigger to them than it does to us. And getting to see the smile on their face and them tell us how much we're helping them and their family is super cool.
Volunteers helping with the meal aren't just Miami residents. They come from various places to help fill the bellies of around 300 people.
It's a free dinner, and they're just good people here. I went to school with some of the people who are working here, and I've known them forever, and I thought I'd come up and celebrate Thanksgiving with them.
In Miami, Oklahoma, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
Well, there's no sign of stopping for the Church of Christ. Members who have moved away make a point to come back and serve on Thanksgiving. Well, Joplin families found a warm welcome at Lucy's Mexican restaurant today as the business served free Thanksgiving meals for the 8th year running. From 11 to 3, the restaurant welcomed everyone for dine-in or carry-out meals. The restaurant staff say the tradition keeps growing each year, and they typically distribute at least 500 free meals on Thanksgiving.
So my mom came up with the idea of just those individuals who just don't want to cook a big old meal, those who don't have anywhere to go, who have in town and families out of town, just they have somewhere to come and eat. And she just brought it upon herself to just cook.
In years past, Lucy's has also let DoorDash deliver Thanksgiving meals to the fire and police stations. Before state communities start to roll out their annual Christmas parades, we've got the details on how you can find them. But at first, serving our servicemen and women.
The holiday season can add to financial stress. I'm Cristian Benavides with how military communities are coming together to help families in need.
This Thanksgiving, some military communities are coming together to help their neighbors in need, especially those who were hit hard during the government shutdown. Christian Benavides takes us to a part of Florida where that need is still very close to home.
At Feeding Northeast Florida Food Bank near Jacksonville, Frances Lewis is one of many volunteers boxing up goods. We spoke to her earlier this month as her own family struggled to put food on the table during the government shutdown. Her husband is a defense contractor for the U.S. Navy, which contributes over $9 billion to the local economy each year.
You feel like you failed as a parent because you're having to rely on your adult children to help out with stuff.
Today, the food bank is still dealing with long lines, and Lewis says, based on experience, it'll likely take families months to recover.
Truth be told, if you fall behind on your bills, generally it takes an average of 6 months to get caught up.
Now with the holiday season here, families who are already catching up may need help staying afloat.
How you doing this evening? You're good.
Across Jacksonville, some eateries and businesses, like their Jerome Brown Barbecue restaurant, expect to provide free meals for residents at least through the weekend.
Now, these are for Thanksgiving, correct?
Yes.
Anita Hyde, owner of the Pie Heaven Bakery Cafe, says she's giving out chicken pot pies and desserts for families struggling this Thanksgiving holiday, something she started doing in mid-October.
We're going to keep giving them chicken pot pie. It's the least we can do.
Providing a helping hand in their time of need. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
A little later, making the holidays a little brighter for area kids, one toy at a time. We're kicking off the annual Toy Box Toy Drive.
And I'll have a look at your Black Friday forecast coming up right after this. Happy Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. It was a little chilly today. Now we can go ahead and take a look at downtown Joplin from the Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. Now we do have mostly clear skies tonight, but as we continue through the next couple of days, we're going to get rain, clouds, and freezing temperatures. But tonight we're only getting down to the upper 20s. It is still below freezing, but we're not going to be below freezing for too long. We do warm up tomorrow as well. Mostly clear skies through the night, but they'll increase at clouds through Friday. And then during the day on Friday, we're going to be in the low 50s. For the low, we're going to be in the upper 30s, but we drop back down to the low 20s for the rest of the weekend and into next week. Along with that, temperatures highs on Saturday, mid-40s on Sunday, mid-30s on Monday, low 30s. And we even could see most of our temperatures not really breaking freezing temperatures. So it could be interesting as we head through the weekend. Now tonight, again, mostly clear skies, not much going on. If you're planning on doing some Black Friday shopping, it is going to be a cold start. By 8 a.m., we're already in the low 30s, still teetering line between freezing and warmer, and then we'll warm up to the mid-40s by 11 a.m. Now, most stores open about 5 to 6 a.m., so you'll be meeting these below freezing temperatures in the upper 20s right when you head out the door. By noon, we're getting into the upper 40s. Still going to be pretty chilly because those clouds are increasing. And then by 4 p.m., we're going to be in the low 50s, about 50, 51 degrees. And then more showers start to roll in late Friday night. So here we are about 8 p.m. We could see a couple of drizzles already going on out there. Winds picking up out of the south, gusting 15, 20 miles per hour. Nothing too wild, but we will see some more showers increasing by midnight on Saturday morning. Now, we're not getting a lot of accumulation from this. Most of this is going to be pretty light, maybe some patches of moderate showers. This is about 12:30. Joplin looks to be getting something. We go through a lull there early Saturday morning, but more showers start to increase by mid-morning on Saturday. Again, this is going to be pretty light drizzle and overcast for most of the day. We do have a front moving in on Saturday, so there's that cold front line. You get some patches of heavier rain and some showers along that cold front, maybe even some thunderstorms. And then taking a look up near Yates Center, even a little bit of snow behind that cold front, barely clipping our area, and nothing is going to stick, but it could be nice to get a few flurries up there, Mound City, Butler area, north of Fort Scott, north of Nevada. And this is by midday on Saturday, and then it all clears out. We get clear skies Saturday night and into Sunday. Those temperatures, though, plummet because of that cold front. Now, most of us only seeing about 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch of rain, maybe if we're lucky, 1/2 of an inch to an inch of rain, but not going to see a lot of accumulation from Saturday. Now, temperatures drop down, low 20s Saturday night into Sunday morning. Pretty cloudy on Sunday with the high in the mid-30s. And then on Monday, our next chance of rain, and you can see our temperatures not getting really above freezing there on Monday, and then overnight lows morning and evening in the low 20s. So we definitely could see a bit of a wintry mix during the day, and then definitely at night, we're going to get some potential snow showers. All of that could stick, absolutely could stick, because we're seeing plenty of time to cool down before this event starts to move in, but we're not going to see a lot of snow by any means. But it could be our first snow of the season, which will be nice and fun. And then we're going to be in the 40s the rest of the week, and the overnight lows in the 20s to 30s for the rest of the week. So we're not going to warm up again after this.
Oh yeah, it's winter's here.
Yep.
All right, and that Monday, a lot of people aren't used to driving in wintry conditions, so that's something that you know you may feel like you're prepared for it, but the person you're driving behind may not be. So
absolutely.
Be safe out there. All right, thanks, Lindsay. Well, it's not too soon to start planning out a trip to some upcoming Christmas parades, and KOAM has a list of Christmas parades from all over the 4 states. The next ones on our list are Monday night in Pittsburgh and Carthage. Just scan this QR code and head over to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com, to see the full list. Well, the Lamar Fire Department is one of many agencies helping KOAM kick off our Toy Box campaign. Since 1988, we've been teaming up with you, our 4-state community, in one of the area's largest toy drives to benefit underprivileged children. They've got their Toy Box out where folks can drop off a new unwrapped toy for a local kiddo. And there's several ways you can help out this holiday season. Scan the QR code on your screen to learn more. There are a list of Toy Box drop-off locations as a way to make a monetary donation. And once again this year, we'll have our Toy Box Tuesday telethons. The first one is next week. You can learn more by scanning the code or go to KOAMnewsnow.com/toybox. Thank you for helping to make a difference in our community. Still ahead, we'll have the highlights from the Chiefs and Cowboys Thanksgiving matchup in Dallas. Plus, the Pitt State women's basketball team is without one of their key contributors as she recovers from an injury. Sports director Ryan Blank will detail her story coming up in sports.
The Pitt State women's basketball team is off to a strong start, winning 3 of their first 4 games. But they're playing without one of their key contributors, Macy Mays. And her story is one of resilience, overcoming injury, and an unexpected journey to where she is now. Before becoming an emerging star on the court for Pitt State, Macy Mays was tearing it up on the diamond, destined to play collegiate softball.
I actually played club softball throughout high school, so I really was not expecting to play college basketball. I was actually expecting to play college softball. I love playing softball. My brother and my dad played college baseball, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to go play college softball too.
After committing to play softball at Seminole State, Mace's journey took an unexpected turn. During her senior season at El Dorado Springs, she was approached by a now former Gorillas assistant coach for a visit.
I was like, no, I'm going to stick to college softball, but my dad's the one that encouraged me just to go on the visit, and I was still skeptical, but like I said, as soon as I stepped foot on here, I just kind of fell in love with the community and the program. I was like, you know what, I think I'm meant to be here. I come from a really small town, and just coming here kind of gave the small town feel, but the people in the community are also make it feel like home, and the girls and just this program in general. I feel like everybody knows everybody, and I love that aspect to Pittsburgh.
In her first season with Pitt State, Mays made an immediate impact, playing in 31 games for the Gorillas. And in her next year, she became a full-time starter on a Pitt State squad that made their first ever Final Four appearance.
It's always nice when your coaches see something in you that you might not see in yourself at first, but they constantly were just believing in me and my ability. I didn't play really AAU basketball at all, so just going from high school to college basketball, I was a little intimidated. Proving to myself that I could play college basketball and I can compete at this level was a really big deal for me, and just my confidence moving forward.
She is a complete player, and she really fits here. I think she's found the right program offensively and defensively where she didn't have to change her game to go into that program or adjust at all. So she was able to hit the ground running, and I get to sit here and just be a great coach that gets to watch a great player because she's making us that much better.
But during that Final Four run, Mace's season was cut short with a devastating knee injury in the Central Region semifinals.
In the moment, I knew something was really wrong, but I didn't know exactly what. And just when I got the news that no athlete wants to hear is like, you're done, especially in that moment, I just couldn't really wrap my head around like why it had to happen to me right in that moment. So it was never a good feeling, and I think my heart was broken. It was broken when it happened.
The Pitt State star is now 7 months post-surgery and is back in the gym with the team as she continues her rehab.
I am starting to get into the swing of things again. It's kind of slow, but I really am just thankful to kind of do the little things. I'm kind of going back to the fundamentals, which is kind of fun. I'm just happy to be back in the gym with my teammates and my coaches.
Since suffering the injury in March, Mays can't wait for the moment she gets to be back on the court with her teammates and play the sport she loves.
I think I've played that moment ever since it happened, but I think once I finally feel ready to play and I'm cleared, I'm just going to be ecstatic. I think my family will be ecstatic, and just to get back to what I love will be really exciting.
That's my dog right there. She's just so steady and consistent, and she's hard on herself, and I thought I was hard on myself, but she's just the type of kid you want to play with. She's always giving 100%. She's working her tail off, diving for loose balls. She's just one of my favorite teammates.
Looking back at her journey, Mace is embracing that everything happens for a reason and is trusting the plan God has for her.
I really like to have things go to plan, but I think throughout this and my recruiting journey, it's like things don't go to plan, and God's plan is way better than mine, because I could not imagine being here a couple of years ago, but now I can't not imagine being here. I'm honestly just super thankful that I'm here and I'm surrounded by all these great people.
There is no set timeline for her return, but Mays is eagerly awaiting the day she gets to don the crimson and gold on the court once again. For the first time in 19 years, the Kansas City Chiefs are in action on Thanksgiving. Coming off an overtime win over the Colts on Sunday, the Chiefs clashing with the Cowboys in Dallas. KC and Dallas facing off for the first time since 2021 when the Chiefs defeat the Cowboys at home. Opening possession, third down for Dallas. Here comes Jaden Hicks on the blitz. Jalen Watson picks off the pass from Dak Prescott to set up the KC offense, and the Chiefs would take advantage. Patrick Mahomes' quick throw to Rashee Rice, who picks up a block, takes it 27 yards for the score. A picture-perfect start for Kansas City. Cowboys respond, Prescott lofting into the end zone for CeeDee Lamb, and he hauls it in for the touchdown, tying it at 7. Chiefs going the other way, 4th and goal, and Mahomes slings it to Travis Kelce for 6, regaining the lead for Kansas City. Let's move to the fourth quarter. Another 4th and goal. Mahomes rolls out looking for Rice, who makes the leaping grab for his second score of the day. Later in the quarter, Kansas City now down by 10, needing a score, and Mahomes does it again, fires as he's hit, connecting with Hollywood Brown, who makes a spectacular catch in the back of the end zone, but the Cowboys are able to hang on and take down the Chiefs 31-28 at home. That's it for your sports. We're back with more after this.
Temperatures today were, rather chilly, but we had a lot of sunshine. Now tomorrow, a little different, same temperatures, but we're going to be in overcast skies and even rain showers late Friday night into Saturday. And then you can see those temperatures plummet Sunday and Monday, highs in the 30s, lows in the 20s. So we've got a cold weekend ahead for us.
All right. Well, Lindsay, it is tradition on Thanksgiving to say what you're thankful for. In addition to my family and friends, I would also like to say that I'm thankful for the KOAM weather team, and especially you, Lindsay. Today is your last day with us, and I don't know, that makes me really sad.
I know. I've grown so close with everybody here. It's definitely bittersweet. I'm thankful for my time here, starting my career here, because I think most people can admit I was a little nervous when I first started on air. Dow gave me a lot of advice, Doug, of course, you, and so I couldn't have gotten a better start anywhere than here. I'm thankful for my next step as well, moving back to my hometown. I haven't lived at home in over 7 years. I haven't lived with my family for over 7 years. I haven't even been home for a holiday in several years, so this is going to be a great, next step in my life, and I'm really going to enjoy all of it, just like I enjoyed my last 2 years here.
And I know I can say this on behalf of the entire 4 states. We are going to miss you.
Oh, I'm going to miss everyone too. I've had incredible neighbors. I've met incredible people just at the store and wherever else, and I couldn't have asked for a better community to start my career in.
All right. Well, we wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Lindsay. Well, earlier this week, the Joplin High School's Life Skills class celebrated its 13th annual Friendsgiving banquet. The students shopped for the groceries and then helped prepare and cook the entire meal, which fed about 65 students and several staff members. The event is always a big hit and definitely shows the spirit of the holidays. And we want to leave you tonight with a longer look at their efforts. And thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. From all of us here at KOAM, have a wonderful Thanksgiving.